the first thing you're gonna do with your steak is place it in a bowl and add 1/4 cup of vinegar. Next, you're gonna cut 1 to 2 onions and you're gonna cut them into rings and throw them into the bowl too. Next, you're gonna add all the dry ingredients like the oregano, the Goya adobo seasoning, black pepper, and Goya sazon. And if you notice, I'm putting a lot of seasoning, but that's because number 1, I don't measure, and number 2, I doubled up on the recipe in this video. But if you follow the measurements from the beginning of the video, you'll be fine. Like, those are the measurements you're supposed to be using for just one batch of meat. Now I'm adding some minced garlic, but if you don't have garlic on hand and you have garlic powder, you can use garlic powder. Just use about 2 teaspoons and you should be good. And now that we have everything in the bowl, we're gonna add 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil and we're gonna mix all the meat up so that way every piece of steak has seasoning and marinade on it. And then once you're done, you're gonna seal it with aluminum foil or place this in a Ziploc bag, whatever you want to do, and leave it in the fridge for at least 8 hours. You want to allow your steak to marinate for at least 8 hours so that way all the flavors from the sofrito, the onions, the vinegar, they can all soak into the steaks and it'll be super flavorful. Okay, once the meat is in there, turn the stove up a little higher, like not on high, but right next to high. And we're gonna let that cook for 2 minutes, like I said, on each side. After that, take it right out and then put the new batch. Alright, let's do this first batch. So, I'm gonna I try to grab one meat at a time. Try to lay it flat too so it can cook evenly, you know? But if you're in a rush, whatever. Okay. Grab some more meat. And you don't want this to like be packed with meat. Like, you just want to put like at least 2 or 3 pieces in there. Like, this one's good enough for 3. And add some onions if you'd like, or you could do that last, like last. Here's the onions. So we're just gonna let that cook. Remember, 2 minutes on each side. All right, after 4 minutes, this is what it should look like. The onion should be nice and caramelized. The meat is fully cooked, and we're gonna add it to our tray. We're gonna take these bad boys out. Make sure you grab all the onions too, because you don't want to keep cooking more steak and leaving the onions there. They'll get real soggy, and you don't want that. Unless you do, then go ahead. All right, so that looks good. All right, let's add some more steak. I mean, bistec. There we go. Perfect. And then I'm gonna add some onions, of course. But like I said, don't worry about the onions. We're gonna cook all the juice and the onions afterwards anyway. So. And then once we're done, there's usually juice in the bowl, and I like to cook the juice and the onions that's left over, and then pour it right on top of the meat. So let's get started. So I'm gonna get a little bit of steak, a little bit of onion, and some white rice. Let me see. I love that. It's so good. You can taste the vinegar in the steak as well as the garlic, the onion, and it's just so good. I love it with the white rice. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click the subscribe button below. If you want to get notifications on new videos, click the bell button below and you'll be notified. Anyways, I'll see you guys at the next video.